Hey everyone, it's Doodle and it's time for the mailbox post. So quickly before I get to the books I'm going to share with you guys, I've got 3 things to tell you. 1, I'm sharing 13 books this week. 5 of them go together, but I have an issue with 3 of them, so there's going to be like 2-ish, 3-ish stories to tell you guys. So I'm apologizing in advance for like the epic longness of this video. I'm really sorry. I'm keeping it as short as possible. Number 2, I'm about halfway through The Forsaken, and you guys will get my review in a couple of weeks along with a giveaway of the book. So be on the lookout for that. I can tell you right now, so far so good, but nothing else I'm going to give away. Then number 3, I want to thank everyone who has been voting on the Which Book Should I Read Next poll. It's super helpful to me because I get killer headaches every time I try and pick a new book because I stand there in front of my bookshelf and I cannot pick a book, and then I start thinking way too hard about what I want to read next, and next thing you know, I have a headache and I just go to bed not even picking a book. So you guys are being really helpful to me. Thank you. So the books. I got a mystery package from Epic Reads this week on Thursday. Was not expecting it, but UPS came and delivered me 2 books. And they are Cold Kiss and An Arc of Glass Heart. So I'll be reading these ones soon because Glass Heart just came out recently. I needed on that. And then from YA Romantics, I won a book during Phoebe Friday, and Jen emailed me. I responded, and then she sent me a message back saying, I knew you were going to respond like super quick, because last time you did too. So, out of the 5 books she had selected to choose from, I decided on Defiance, because I have been dead set on reading this book, and it was on my wish list, and I was really wanting it. So now I have a copy for myself. So huge thank you to Jen. You're wonderful. Then for Rack last month, I sent a book to a different Jen, and I sent her What She Left Behind. Same time I purchased my copy. So she gets her book, and she sends me a message telling me, there are 2 books I want to send you, but I'm going to give you the option of which book you want. So I have my first option, or my 5th option on my wish list. I'm sitting there, do I want this one that everyone's been telling me they love, or do I want this one that's different from what I normally read? Well, I go with what I don't normally read. And that would be Eyes Like Stars, which this cover to die for. Love it. Cannot wait to read it. Now for my disgruntled doodle face. I am collecting the Rachel Kane Morganville Vampire books with the UK covers because they are so much prettier, at least in my opinion, than the US covers. So I went ahead and ordered like the first 6 books in the series because I just want to read one, hop right into the next. Read that one, hop in the next one. And, you know, just I want to read them all because they're absolutely phenomenal, and I got so sucked into Glass Houses. So I ordered Dead Girls Dance, and watch closely as I show you the next book I ordered. Midnight Alley. So you see that little extra space? Yeah, that's where disgruntled face comes in. I ordered Midnight Alley. I found a copy for, I think, like 75 cents and then 3 something for shipping. So I spent just over $4 on Midnight Alley. Well, I get the book in the mail and I see it's a tiny book. You know, I was like, I'm going to see what happens when I get Dead Girls Dancing because I got this one from Fish Pond. Or no, the Book Depository. So I was like, well, we'll see what size Dead Girls Dance is in, and I'll decide if I need to order a new copy of Midnight Alley or Glass Houses. Well, I get Dead Girls Dance, and I see that, oh, yeah, I definitely need to get a new copy of Midnight Alley. So it was beyond the time frame which I could email the seller and say, hey, wrong size book. So I just blew that one off. So then I ordered a copy of Feast of Fools, and I originally ordered a copy from a seller here in the US. It was the right ISBN, right cover, everything was right about it. I get the book, and it's a Signet and not a Allison Busby. So I emailed the seller saying, this isn't the book I ordered. So she's like, well, if you want to send it back, you can send it back and I'll give you a full refund, or if you can find a use for the book, I'll give you a 50% refund, you can keep it. Well, had I known at the time that I'd be paying shipping to go back, I would have just kept the book because I spent another $2 on it, so I really only got $2 back from the purchase. The next 2 books, I have the same issue as Midnight Alley. So I have Lord of Misrule and Carpe Corpus in the itty bitty small size that does not match the other books. So I ordered these books from a seller in the UK, and the ISBNs match the books that I originally wanted. I get them, and I check my receipt. The ISBN numbers do not match on these books. So I email the seller, and I'm like, I got these books in the mail today. However, they're the right book, like the right title, the right cover, everything's right about them, but the ISBN numbers do not match, and they do not match the books that I already have. They're the smaller versions. I was like, had I known that the smaller version would be coming, I would have ordered them from elsewhere, because I'm kind of anal about my books and they all need to match if they're in a series. So I proceed to tell her that, I'd like to get a refund on the books, but I don't want to send them back to the UK because it's going to cost me another $12 to ship them, which kind of defeats the purpose of getting a $12 refund. So I was like, is there something we can do about it that will make us both happy? So she's like, well, you can keep the books, and I'll give you a 50% refund on them. So I got $6 back on Friday for these books and went ahead and ordered new copies from Fish Pond, which I'll be getting soon. So you guys will see these along with Midnight Alley again soon. So those are my disgruntled face doodles, or my doodles disgruntled face issues of the week. Not a happy camper at all. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with Midnight Alley, Carpe Corpus, or Lord of Mistral yet. I'm thinking either order Glass Houses, Dead Girls Dance, and Feast of Fools in the smaller version and give them to a friend for Christmas, which she would totally love that because she's a huge reader like me, and I've sent her a couple books already. Or I can just give the books away whenever I review them. I have to look at where my money is and whatnot, and then I'll decide. So whenever my review of Midnight Alley goes up, you guys will know for sure what I'm doing. So that is my little spiel about those books, and I have those problems being resolved as we speak, which is making me a little happier. But once I get the books, I'll be zen. So the last 4 books I have to share with you guys is Embrace, which, if you guys notice, this cover looks a little different than the hardcover edition. For whatever reason, the wings look different. I don't know if it's because the jacket on the hardcover is glossy and takes away from them, but I like this cover better because the wings look more, I don't know, pretty, I guess. So I'm going to wait for Entice to come out in paperback before I order it, but yeah, totally bought this in paperback. And then a book that I've had recommended to me, I've heard good things, bad things about. I didn't like the US cover because it was kind of black, so I went ahead and ordered the UK because it's got a silhouette of the actual character on it. So I ordered Graceling, and if I like it, I'm keeping it, ordering Fire and Bitter Blue. If I don't, you guys will see this one up for a giveaway. So soon, because that one's at like the top of my list. And then, as some of you guys know, I'm still living with my ex, and he recommended a book to me a while ago called Lullaby, and I ordered another one of that author's books, and I cannot pronounce the guy's last name or I'd tell you guys. So I asked him, and I was like, what other books by this author did you want to read? And he's like, well, I wanted to read Choke. So I went ahead and found it on half.com for like 75 cents. I was like, dude, I'm totally ordering this. I was like, so you can read it whenever it comes in, but you have to wait till I, have it in my IMM post. So he is now officially able to read this one, and then after he does, I will be. Because these books sound awesome. They're twisted and whatnot, and I love it when books have twists. So, yay. And then the last book I have to share with you guys is like one of my most anticipated books as of recent. And just came out this week. And the author still has, like, I believe 3 more books coming out this year, of which 2 of them I have pre-ordered. And I love this cover. This book sounds awesome. And it is Cursed by Jennifer L. Armentrout, a West Virginia author. So I was super stoked when this one came in, and I have Deity and Elixir on pre-order also from Books A Million. So this one came in on Thursday, and I was bouncing, of course, after I opened my package from Epic Reads. So I have this now. Cannot wait to read it. So that is everything from me this week. As usual, if you are on my blog and you look below this video, you will find links to the blogs I mentioned and the books on Goodreads. And if you guys would be so kind to leave links to your all's book posts, that'd be awesome. I'll stop by sometimes a day and see what you guys got and say hey. So that is everything from me. I hope everyone has a super duper awesome ready week. And yeah, so Doodle is out.